So to create a job scheduler to make automatic task, first of all let me create a task, that what tasks would be executed on the execution on that of that SQL Server job. So it is very interesting. Let's do it. Say if I have one table, say I will just create a table, okay, blank table, and copy this table structure. Okay, so from this order table I will just migrate to order table data warehouse. So I will just create a table which would be basically this three tables. It will take the structure of these three tables, okay, and the data from these three tables will be fetched to that table. Or else normally I will simply create this thing like order table. This I'll just execute it and I'll create a duplicate of this. So order table DW, data warehouse. Just assume this is DW, data warehouse order table. So as I said, data warehouse is just simple database where the data from other servers comes and store here. So just assume we have, this is a data warehouse database, a table where we are getting the data from this order table. Okay, so I'm going to create a blank table here. Now one blank table is created whose name is DW order detail. Okay, there's nothing here in this table. Okay, just assume this is in another data source. So I will just create another data source. Say to create a job, I will just create a data warehouse database. Okay, just assume my data warehouse is in another machine and this order DB is another machine. Okay, now I will do it. Right click, create a new database. So I am going to create a data warehouse here. Order DW. Okay, data warehouse. Now this is a data warehouse. I don't have any tables here. I will simply create a table which would be the mixture of all these three tables. So here there are how many tables? There are three tables, right? There are three tables, and from these three tables, the data will go to always to this table where there would be only one table. Okay, let's see. So here we have customer. I'll just create a customer table schema, order table, and order detail. All right. So this three table has to be joined, and the data should go to in the target data warehouse table. So today's session we are building a data warehouse. Okay. Order DW, and this is database. What I'll do, I'll just join this three table. I'll create a view, and then I'll copy the structure and create a table here. So let's see. In the view, just quickly create a view. Add customer, add order, add order detail. Okay, easy. Now I'll make a relationship with the customer to order and order to order detail. Right click. How to make a relationship in the view? Simply you can do it here. Okay, let me just write the query here. Let me write a query. Instead of doing that, uh, select start from TPL customer C like join TPL order O on C dot cost code equal to O dot cost code. Okay. Now C dot star comma O dot star. So the joining is simple, very simple. Now you would see the data of this both the tables are connected. Correct? Okay. Now again we will connect with the order table with this order detail table. So TBL order detail OD. This is basically the alias, right? The nickname we have given to this table. Wherever you find difficulty, you can just ask me. So OD where on O dot delivery order number. This is the primary key of order table equal to OD dot delivery order number. Okay. So between this now then OD dot star. So this is a very simple join. We have joined three tables here, and you have the data around 1700 records. Customer table is left joined with the order table, and order table is left joined with the order detail table based on order number, and customer table joined with the order table based on customer code. So this is basically a very simple left join. Now I have the entire output, which I can simply just copy and create a view. I'll just create a copy and create a view, and let's execute it, and you will see these three tables are joined together very easily, and the output is this. Alright, so this records will be fetched with this entire set of records. So what I'll do, I will just save this view, the order summary. The view is created. So this is a very simple process to create a view also. First you can write the script in the script editor and go to the view folder and create a new view, copy and paste there and execute it and run it. So this is very simple process to create a view, and view, as I said, view is a process. A view is just a mirror of the tables where the data of all these three tables are joined together and form a summary data set. If any changes you have in the table will be reflected in the view, because view is just a mirror of the table. See, it is the same thing here. So how many records in this view? There are 1700 records. Okay, I have written this thing. Select stop. So there are 1754 records. All right. So I'll just create this thing. So from this view, the data will go to the data warehouse. Okay. I'll select the data from the views and store the data in this table. So I will first create a single table where all these informations of the view will be there. So right click, script, and create a table like this. The table will be simply created. I'll just create the table name as order summary, which would be a mixture of these three tables. Okay, this is the script for the customer table. Again, I will find out the script from the order table and order detail table. Create to, copy to clipboard. Okay, here you will just paste it, and order table, create to, copy to clipboard. Okay, so these three tables script are there. I need to create these three tables to a single table. So here, just I will remove this one, and it would be your single table script. Okay, can I do like this? Yes, I can do it. So this column is repeating because we in the customer table we have this cost code, so that's why I will not create again a new cost code. This is done. Now here employee number is also there in probably in the other table. So let me just remove the duplicacy. So how easily I can create a one table by the mixture of three tables. See, whichever the columns are found to be duplicated, it is basically showing in red, right? So these things you have are there in this order table. Or let's just simply do it. I mean, here instead of joining these three tables, I will just make this thing order table with the customer table. Okay, this is done. Order detail table with customer table and cost code is done. So now this is only customer tables information and order detail tables information are here. Okay, I can simply execute it. One table is created. So where it is created in the order DB only. So I can simply change the use database order DW. So this table will be created where in this data warehouse database. Okay. Now see in this data warehouse database in the table one table is created whose name is order summary. Okay. Now this table will get the data from the view from here. Okay, so I will also remove this table order table. Let me come back here, remove. Sorry. This view will be built on this you select star from sorry, create here. Select star from TBL customer. TBL order detail. Okay, OD and C. So on C dot cost code equal to OD dot cost code. So this table is built. Alright. So I have the data of both these tables. So I can simply copy this one and go to design and paste this script into this view. Execute it. So this view is very simply created. Now our purpose is to get the data from this view. View means ultimately these are the tables. Tables from these tables to the data warehouse table. Okay. Every morning, what we will do in the data warehouse table, we have nothing. Okay. And now this is, just assume this is our transaction database, where the user is entering the data every day. Now this is our data warehouse, which is taking the data from the transaction database from here, and from many sources to data warehouse. So here we have built a data warehouse table, which is a collection of multiple table, and it's a simple summary database. Now tell me, getting the data from these three tables and building analytics is easy, or getting the data from this summary database simple single table is easy? Definitely this should be easy, because we have to simply connect to one table, not multiple table, and again we have to follow the joins, right? So that's why data warehouse database is specially built for the analytics professional who to make their life easy. Okay, we don't have to basically connect to multiple tables, rather we will connect to one table and then fetch the data to the visualization layer. So let's run a script. Let's create a store procedure on which, by the execution of which, the data from the one database to will come from the data to another database. Okay, the data from one database will be migrated to the data from data warehouse database. So how do you do it? Let's see. I can simply write a code, and then I will create this in a store procedure. See, in this data warehouse, new query, select star from this view. Okay, copy. You can just create a select script, select to clipboard and paste. So simply make it select star. Select this thing from this order summary and insert into, copy, insert into. Can you do this? Select from here and insert from here. So insert into this thing. Okay. So I'll just simply copy this one, insert into DW order data warehouse. These are the fields, values. Instead of values, inputting the values, I'll just write this. So just try to see our script. The target sources has this thing. This is the source database, and this is the target database. So data will be selected from here and inputted to the order summary. Okay, it says insert list statement contain more than the insert list. Okay, so here we have, there are more number of columns, where in the select statement there are less number of columns, so that's why it is throwing some error. I need to check cost code. Cost code is there. ACC code is this thing 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 10 11 up to this must be there. 2 this is there. Okay. uh, Delivery order number primary key is one of the key here, I think, which is not here probably. Oh, after serial number, no, it is employee, and after that primary key is there, and it is employee. uh, number, the primary key is there. So then what is the mismatch? Order pk, and here order pk. Okay, let me count how many items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many columns I can simply check it by putting in Excel. How many columns are there? There are 84 columns. Okay. Now this is the source sheet, and now here from this thing I just copy and paste it there. Oh, that means one column is missing in the uh, insert table. So I need to trace that, and accordingly I will just remove that. So where exactly it is, I can simply place it here side by side, and then we'll remove in the target. Okay. After this, it is done, completely matching. Oh, here one column is missing, which has been named as this thing, your expression. Okay. Yeah. exp1. So we can do this thing in this table. In the exp1, I'll just pass 0. Here I'll just pass 0, and then I will take all this thing. Okay, in the source table, instead of in the exp1, I'll just pass 0. So let me check. exp1 is which data type? exp1 is basically let me, I will just pass 0, and let's see. So after item type, or else I will not put anything here in the exp1. So let it be blank. The blank will be always taken there. So where it is gone? Yeah, this one. I'll just remove it. Okay. Now we have the same number of columns in the source table and same number of columns in the target table. Okay. Uh, in the target table, we see there's nothing, zero, absolutely zero columns. So I'm going to execute this script. So how many columns has been affected? This many columns. So in the data warehouse, was there anything earlier? No. Now you see there are these many records are there. Okay. How many records? Select. We have 1339 records. Okay. So up to this we are clear. What we did, we have created a data warehouse database, which is a joining of two tables, that is order customer table and order detail table. Okay, these two tables. So this is how the data warehouse in build in real time. Data warehouse is a collection of multiple tables, and they form it as a single table, and the data is transformed from the your data sources, live data sources, to data warehouse data source. Now this scenario I just simply executed, right? Now if I just execute once again, how many rows will be again inserted? It will be again inserted the next 1300 this thing row. Okay, and if you want to execute the script, it will be easily executed. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this script, and I'll create a simple store procedure, and I'll put it here. So what I told, store procedure is a program is a code block where we should write all those transaction codes, right? So instead of writing this query again and again, a long query, I can simply write a small query, execute store procedure name. Okay, so I'll just create a store procedure here, new store procedure, and I'll not give any parameter here. USP insert product, insert item, DW, insert item in data warehouse. Okay, so there is no parameter here because I'm not going to do this. So here I will simply put this script and save this store procedure for future use. Copy, and I can just put it. Can I do it? Yes, I can do it. I'll just execute this. Store procedure is done. Now all my activity has been easily done. So let me just reiterate the things. I created a data warehouse database. Here I created a table which is joining up multiple tables, and it is a summary table, right, which will be used for our data analytics. Now from the this order database, which is considered to be our live database of the user, just assume user is always entering the data here in these tables. Every day you will be finding 100 records, right? Every day user is entering. Now data warehouse is a data source where the data is updated from the live application on a automatic job basis. Okay, so auto job basis. Every morning, early morning, the data from the data warehouse is updated. How it is updated? Automatic job is created, that the role of the job is to automatically execute, and it will execute some programs. Which program it will execute? It will simply execute this store procedure. How to execute store procedure? Script store procedure as execute. So very simple line. Okay, very simple line. I will remove this one, this thing. This many codes. Okay, I don't have any parameter. Even this thing is also suffice. Execute this thing. Okay, this simple code will execute that insert script. Okay, now let's execute it and see how many records are updating in the order table. I'll simply run this script. Okay, command is executed. All right, now let's see how many columns were there earlier. 1300 something, right? Now I'll execute it.
1300.
How many records now? It's about the double, right?
678.
Yeah, it is exactly the double. Now I'll execute the script once again, and then come to here, and I'll try to execute the script. It's again double. That means what happened? The first time we executed the script manually. Second time we have stored that script into store procedure, and twice we run the store procedure. So the many time we run the store procedure, that many records will be get from the database, this database, and store into this order summary. Okay. So what we can do? Can I do something in the store procedure? We can have a multiple execution scripts. So I'll just go and update. I will go and update here. Before insert, I'll just drop the tables. This one. I'll just truncate the table. Truncate this thing. Order summary. Truncate means what?
Remove करना.
Table.
Removing.
Truncate table. Table name.
Yes.
So this code will execute, and this table will be blank now, completely blank. Okay.
Yes.
Now every time the store procedure will run, it will get the data from this source table and replace it here. Suppose first day we have 1,000 records. Second day in the morning, in the business peoples, they have entered 20 records. So in the next day it will fetch 100,020 record. In the third day it will fetch 1,050 record. So every day it will you know delete the record of this order table and replace with the new data. Make sense?
Yes.
So in this order table, you will always have the latest data, including the old data. It will have the latest data. Old data will be cleared and only new data will be replaced here. So this store procedure is done. Now I'll just execute this one. We don't have any records here. Now I will execute it. Now try to see the records. How many records? 1339. Now I'll again run it. What do you think? If I'll execute once again, does the number of record will increase here? No, it will not increase because in the store procedure, it will first truncate this table and store the new record. I'll just again execute it. The store procedure is executed. Now I will try to see this table. Again, the same records are there. Unless until the data in the customer table or order detail table is not increased, the data in the order table, order summary table will not be increased. So far it is clear or any doubt? No doubt?
No.
I think you are,
Now depend customer table
I think you are confused.
table.
I hope you are not confused.
No, so it's all customer table, customer and order details table, right?
Right. Customer and order detail table. Suppose I have 1,000 record
Okay.
here and I will run this script. This 1,000 record will come here. I have added 20 records
Mhm.
here in this order detail table. Again, it's become 1,020. In the next day, the entire 1,020 will come here and it will replace with the latest data. The old data of this order summary table will be truncated and new data will be inserted. So that's why in the store procedure, whenever we are here we have written in the store procedure, first of all, before inserting the record, it will first truncate the table. That means make the table empty, then it will insert the new
Mhm.
data. Okay. So
Yes.
likewise, in the third day, instead of 100 1,020 record in the second day are here, in the third day it will have again 50. That means total how much? 1,070. Okay. This 1,070 will be fetched and again it will be placed here. Old records will be truncated and new will be placed here. So this operation is normally done in the data warehousing, fetching the data from the source system to target system automatically. Okay. Now it will be done through the auto job. So every time you will see the records, and as and when the records is entered in the source table, the number of records is increases in the target table. So this particular script we will automate. I will not simply sit here to execute it manually. Okay, I will just automate this scenario by creating a job. Okay, so I have done a sequence, I have done a store procedure which will get the data from the order database, which is our just live database of the user, and this is the analytics database, which is the data warehouse. Okay, from the live database the data will be fetched to data warehouse through the execution of this store procedure which is there in the data warehouse database. Okay, so very simple. Someone has to be there to execute this code early in the morning. Every morning, my system will automatically start and will execute this script. This you will every morning you will see the latest data in the data warehouse. In the data warehouse, we by user we do not enter any data. it is getting the data from the source database and store in the data warehouse database automatically through a SQL Server job. Okay, a routine job. So let's see how to create a routine job. It is very interesting. So go to here in this side. I'm going to create a SQL Server job which will automatically reload our data in the data warehouse. So here in the SQL Server agent, we have this job folder. Okay, right click in the job folder, create a new job. My job name I can give that reload data warehouse. Okay, reload data warehouse. Now the owner of this database is this. Now this is the name of my job. Now go to the next step. There are various steps here. So in the next step, what will happen? What this job will do? What exactly this job will perform? I need to set here. So new. What this job will do? It will step 1 insert data, because these are the activity. Yeah? I will just give you a job, then what type of job it would be, I'll just tell you that deposit my money in the bank. Here this is the activity. Okay, now when do you deposit? Deposit the money in the bank in tomorrow at 10 o'clock. This is the schedule. Okay, this is the time. So you have to go to the bank on tomorrow at 10 a.m. only, and the activity is deposit money in the bank. So likewise I have to instruct the system that execute the job, and when do the job will be executed? It will be executed on a specific schedule. That schedule I am going to fix it, the time frame basically. Okay, the task is here insert data. That means the task is, in your case, it is deposit amount. Okay, so run as this thing. Which database it will perform? It will perform on this order DB. And paste the script. I have just pasted the command, the script which will be executed, and the step name is insert data. This script will simply execute what? It will execute this store procedure where we have written the code of inserting the data and deleting the data in the order summary table. We will automatically delete the data and insert the new data, and it will take the data from the live database which is order DB. Clear? Now, okay. So this is the first job. This is only one job in fact I have. I can also create multiple jobs. After inserting the data, it will do some other operations or it will do some other operations. So let's have one job for the time being. Now when do this job will be performed? That I have to instruct to my system. So now there are various process here. On job for success, what will do? Go to the next step. On job failure, the job should be quit the job. Okay, now schedule. Go to schedule. What is the schedule? Job can be run on a single schedule or can be run on a multiple schedule. If you want to schedule the job every morning at 4 o'clock, or if you want to schedule the job in every 1 hour interval, okay, you want to schedule the job monthly once, that is what you can set it here. Okay, so now I'm going to schedule the job, that is okay. As you can create multiple schedules, so I'm just going to create, say, in the morning at 4 o'clock once the job will be run, in the afternoon at 12 o'clock the job will be run once again. So in this case you have to create two jobs, because you cannot set two multiple times in one job. Okay, so you have to create you have to create two schedules. Job is created, the job is data transmission, executing that Excel script, executing that this store procedure. But here this will just give the command on this particular time to the system. So you can make it recurring, every day it will run or at once. So for the time being, I'm just making it at once, because I don't know when the system will be switching on. Every day it would be running, so it would be act as a virus for my system. Every day the data will be inserted to order summary, and it will be bigger too much. Okay, so I'm just making it one time. So for your case, in a live environment, you can make it recurring. Make sense? Now the date is today's date. What time, at what time this job will be executed? It will be executed. My system time is 10:15 now. I can just give 10:17. 10:17 p.m. Okay, it's already being 10:16 now. I'll just wait. So alert. What alert? I don't want to give any alert here. Notification on the job success mail should be gone. It would be there. Okay. All right. So I've just created the schedule. Now I will just you know delete these records. Delete records. You see, all the records in this table are deleted. It's going to be deleted. Okay, I don't have anything here in this table. You see, okay. I can simply write a query to truncate this. Truncate table order summary. Oh, even if I'm truncating, the data is already going to be inserted because it is being 17. The table is truncated. I don't have anything here in this order table. Let's see, this job is ran or not. Go to property. What is the time of the job run? Occur this thing, edit. Just keep the time as 10:19 p.m. Okay, let's have 2 minutes in hand. Okay, so the table I'm going to truncate it. I don't have anything in this table. Select start from order summary. I don't have anything here. I don't have any table. I don't have any data in this order table, order summary table. So let's wait for 11:19. At this particular time, our SQL Server job will be running, and you will be able to see the data will be there in this order table. Just see my system time. It's 10:18 p.m. only. So at 10:19 exactly, the SQL Server job will be triggered, and you see after 10:19. See, you got the data. You got it. I did not have any data here, but now I am having the data because my system time is 10:19.